Hi everyone, welcome to Topictrick. In this video, we're kicking off Lecture 1, What is Enterprise Architecture? And why does it matter? Today, we're going to cover 3 key areas. First, what enterprise architecture, or EA, actually means, especially in a software-driven world. Second, why it's so critical for software companies at every stage of their growth. And third, we'll look at real-world examples from the software industry that show the difference good enterprise architecture can make. Let's dive straight in. Enterprise architecture is the high-level design that connects an organization's strategy to its execution, ensuring that business goals, processes, information systems, and technologies are all aligned. In a software company, it's the framework that determines not just what gets built, but how it's built, how it scales, how it integrates with other systems, and how it evolves over time. Think of EA like the architecture behind a massive software platform, such as Salesforce. It's not just one app, it's a complex ecosystem of products, APIs, third-party integrations, customer data, analytics, security models, and more. Without a well-thought-out architecture behind the scenes, Salesforce would have collapsed under its own complexity years ago. Now, why does enterprise architecture matter so much in the software industry? First, scalability. Software startups often build fast to prove a concept, but when they succeed and user numbers jump from hundreds to millions, systems that weren't designed with scalability in mind start to break. Take Twitter, for example. In its early days, Twitter faced the infamous fail whale, an error message users saw when the servers couldn't handle demand. Twitter had to seriously rethink its architecture, moving from monolithic systems to distributed microservices to handle global traffic reliably. Second, agility. Today's markets change fast. New competitors pop up, regulations shift, customer expectations evolve. Companies like Netflix have built their entire model on agility. By building their architecture around small, independent services, they can quickly innovate, deploy new features, and pivot when needed, all without crashing the whole system. Third, cost optimization. Poor architecture leads to duplicated systems, expensive maintenance, and high operational costs. Think about a company that builds a different user authentication system for every new product they launch. Not only is that inefficient, but maintaining and securing all those systems separately becomes a nightmare. Good EA creates shared services, like a single identity platform, that save money and reduce complexity. Let's bring in a real-world example from the software world. Amazon. Amazon's journey from a bookstore to a global tech giant is an EA masterclass. In the early 2000s, Amazon was struggling internally because their systems were tightly coupled, slow to update, and painful to scale. Their solution? A bold move to a service-oriented architecture, where every team could build, deploy, and manage their own services independently. This shift didn't just solve internal problems. It led directly to the birth of Amazon Web Services, AWS, which now powers a huge chunk of the entire internet. Now, imagine if Amazon hadn't invested in rethinking its architecture. They might have stayed just a big online bookstore, fighting performance issues, losing agility, and missing one of the biggest business opportunities in tech history. For software architects, whether you're just starting out or you've been in the field for years, understanding and applying enterprise architecture principles means thinking bigger than the next release. It's about building systems that are robust, flexible, scalable, and aligned with the company's strategic goals. So let's quickly summarize what we've covered today. Enterprise architecture is the blueprint that connects business goals to technology execution, especially critical in the software industry. It ensures systems are scalable, agile, and cost-efficient. Real-world examples like Twitter, Netflix, Salesforce, and Amazon show how strong EA can be the difference between struggling with growth or leading the market. Thank you for spending this time with us today. If you found this lecture helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to Topictrick for more insightful videos, and share this with your fellow architects and software professionals. We've got a lot more exciting topics lined up to help you master enterprise architecture and beyond. See you in the next video.